Good evening, children. I hope everyone are doing fine. So we were started with the new chapter, that is chapter number 7, diversity in living organisms. So under this, today we will be studying about five kingdom classification. So let us begin. So here comes a scientist, R.H. Whitaker. He was a scientist who classified living organism into five kingdoms. So he was a person who classified five kingdom classification in living organism. That is, you can look into the picture here. Five kingdom classification, that is Monera, Protista, Plantae, Fungi and Animalia. So these are the five kingdom classification was discovered by R.H. Whitaker. Okay, so let us study in detail about each and every kingdom in further slides. Here comes Carl Oz in the year 1990. He classified the organism into three domain system, that is domain bacteria, domain archaea and another one we'll see it in the next slide. So he was a person named as Carl Oz in the year 1990. He classified prokaryotic into three domain system, that is domain bacteria, domain archaea. Let us see one more in the next slide. We know that living organisms are of two kinds, that is prokaryotic and eukaryotic. So one more that was classified by Carl Oz was domain eukarya. Okay, so under domain eukarya, we are going to study so many kingdom, that is protists, plantae, fungi and animalia. So let us study one by one in detail. So children, under five kingdom classification, first that we are going to study is about Monera. So this Monera includes organisms which are basically microscopic organisms. What do you mean by microscopic, children? The organisms which can be seen only through microscope, not through our naked eyes. Okay, and these mainly a prokaryotic organism. Pro means first, karyon means nucleus. Okay, they consist of one nucleus where they doesn't have any nuclear membrane. So we can tell it as no organized nucleus or nuclear membrane. Okay, and these are primitive cell which consist of non-membrane bound organelles. That means they do have organelles but they don't have outer membrane. Okay, they are without membrane. Cell organelles doesn't have any outer membrane. Okay, and they also have flagella for the movement. Okay, so you can just see in the first picture bacteria, they have a air-like structure in their body which helps in the locomotion, which helps in the movement of the organism, that is meant for locomotion, that is flagella. And coming to nutrition, even they too need food for survival, isn't it? They too need nutrition to undergo various activities. They too need nutrition to undergo reproduction, isn't it? Then by the way, how do they get food? So this mode of nutrition can be out of auto, they can be the mode of nutrition in case of Monera is about autotrophic, or what do you mean by autotrophic, children? They can synthesize their own food, and also few organisms which are grouped under Monera are heterotrophic. That means the organism which depend for food on another organisms. Okay, and also there are few organisms which comes under Monera can be parasitic also. That means they live in other living organisms and depend on them for food. And there are few organisms which are grouped under Monera can be saprophytes also. That means they grow on dead and decaying matter. And also what kind of reproduction these organisms which grouped under Monera undergo. So the mode of reproduction in case of Monera is about asexual reproduction. So that means only a single parent is involved in this process of reproduction. So that is by through budding or fission. Okay, so here are few examples under Monera, that is bacteria, mycoplasma and green algae. Okay. Next, coming to the second kingdom, that is Protista. So these organisms which are grouped under Protista are mostly unicellular And in some forms, it might be multicellular also, and they are eukaryotic organisms. Okay, and these have membrane bound organelles. So if you see any cell organelles in case of protista organisms, so you see that each and every organelles might have the outer boundary, okay, that is outer extra membrane. And mode of nutrition in case of protista, that has many organisms, they might be autotrophic, so they can prepare their own food, and also heterotrophic, saprophytic, or parasitic. Okay, and locomotory organ in case of protista organisms, like organisms which are grouped under protista, these may have a locomotory organ called flagella. So as I said, in the Monera kingdom, even this kingdom organisms also have flagella, and they have cilia and pseudopodia for their locomotion. Okay, pseudopodia is a false movement, that is locomotory organ, that is seen in case of these organisms which are under protista. And reproduction is through sexual as well as asexual means. They undergo both kind of reproduction. One is sexual and asexual means. Sexual means sexual reproduction means both the parents involvement is there in this process, where in case of asexual means only single parent involved in this process. Okay, and examples for this protista you can see in the picture, children. Diatoms, protozoans, that is amoeba, paramecium, euglena, and also chlamydomonas. So these all comes under the kingdom protista. Next, third kingdom of classification, that is fungi, or otherwise it is called as mycota kingdom. Okay, so the organisms which grouped under this mycota or fungi kingdom are multicellular except the yeast. Okay, so we know that the body comprises of hyphae and mycelium. You can see in the picture of fungi like aspergillus and penicillium, you can see long tube-like structure that is said to be hyphae, and upon that hyphae we see that mycelium which bears all the spores. Okay, and we see that cell wall is present and it is made up of chitinous. Okay, next is mode of nutrition. In case of fungi, they are saprophytic. Okay, they grow on dead and decaying organism. They feed on dead and decaying organism, and they are observative, that is extracellular digestion. Okay, and mode of reproduction in case of fungi, they are vegetative, also asexual, and also asexual mode of reproduction. Okay, for examples of this kingdom mycota are mushrooms, yeast, penicillium, and aspergillus. Okay, so these are the examples of fungi wherein these undergoes vegetative reproduction also, and also asexual or sexual. Under asexual, they undergo budding, okay, and also spore formation, and also they can grow through the spawns. Spawns are used in case of growing mushrooms. Okay, so this is about the kingdom fungi. So children, wasn't it interesting topic that we have studied today about 5 kingdom classification? We studied only 3 kingdom classification. Another 2 is so bit complicated. We can't complete in one class. So I'll be taking up other 2 kingdom of classification, that is Plantae and Animalia, in the next class. Okay. See you all. Have a good day. And worksheet that I'll be sending along with this video, do solve it. See you children.